they leave. Every single time. First, it's friends who stop calling. Then lovers, who fade into silence. You've become an expert at watching people walk away. And every time it happens, you ask the same torturous question: what's wrong with me? You dissect every conversation, every moment, every interaction, searching for the exact second you became too much. But here's what Seneca understood that you don't. This pattern isn't random. It's a trap you've built with your own hands. Every time someone leaves, you don't just lose them, you lose a piece of your self-worth. And that missing piece becomes a void that demands to be filled. By anyone. At any cost. So you chase. You cling. You become the very thing that drives people away. The cruel irony. Your desperate need to keep people close is precisely what pushes them away. You've created a cycle. Abandonment breeds insecurity. Insecurity breeds desperation. Desperation breeds abandonment. And with each turn of this wheel, you become more convinced that you're fundamentally unlovable. But Seneca would tell you this belief is not just wrong. It's the poison that's destroying your life. The mental replay never stops. Every goodbye becomes evidence in the case against yourself. You're not just reliving the pain. You're rehearsing it, making it stronger, making it real. If you're finding value in this, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Seneca watched Rome's greatest friendships crumble. He saw lovers become strangers overnight. What he discovered about human nature will shatter every illusion you have about loyalty. People don't leave because you're unworthy, they leave because they're human. Every person is fundamentally driven by one thing: their own survival and pleasure. When you no longer serve their needs, their interest, their growth, they move on. This isn't cruelty, this is nature. This is the human condition Seneca accepted. Your partner leaves for someone who excites them more. Your friend chooses convenience over connection. Your family prioritizes their comfort over your pain. You've been playing a game where you're the only one following the rules. While you give loyalty, they give convenience. While you offer permanence, they offer temporary interest. Seneca wrote that expecting humans to be anything other than self-interested is philosophical suicide. You're not being abandoned. You're experiencing the natural flow of human relationships. The question isn't why they leave, the question is why you expected them to stay. Once you accept this brutal truth, you stop taking their departure personally. There's an invisible force that drives people away from you faster than any argument ever could. It's not your words. It's not your actions. It's the desperate energy that radiates from your very being. Seneca observed this phenomenon 2,000 years ago. Desperation is the death of attraction. When you need someone's validation to feel whole, you become a black hole of emotional energy. People can sense it instantly. That hungry, grasping quality that makes them want to run. The more you chase validation, the more it slips through your fingers like sand. This is the cruel paradox. The harder you try to make people stay, the faster they leave. Your need becomes a weight that others feel compelled to escape from. Every text you send, seeking reassurance. Every call fishing for compliments. Every gesture screaming, "Please don't leave me." It all broadcasts the same toxic message. I am not enough without you. Seneca understood that desperation transforms you from a person into a burden. And nobody wants to carry someone else's emotional weight for long. The energy shift is immediate and unmistakable. Confidence attracts. Desperation repels. This is why building that fortress-like inner security becomes absolutely critical. Now comes the hardest part. building the fortress within yourself that no one can breach. Seneca understood something profound. The person who needs no one becomes irresistible to everyone. This isn't about becoming cold or distant. It's about becoming complete within yourself. When you stop seeking validation, people start gravitating toward your energy naturally. The secret lies in emotional independence. Enjoying relationships without depending on them for your worth. Seneca practiced this daily. He would imagine losing everything he loved, not from pessimism, but from strength. This mental rehearsal builds an unshakable core. You love deeply but hold lightly. People sense this strength immediately. They can't manipulate what doesn't need them. Your relationships transform when you approach them from abundance, not scarcity. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop begging and start offering value. This is the paradox of human nature. The less you need people, the more they want to be around you. Build your fortress daily. Meditate on your self-worth. Practice gratitude for what you have. Develop interests that fulfill you alone. Create a life so rich that others are a bonus, not a necessity. Once you've built this inner security, you're ready to learn the art of dignified detachment. Building on that inner fortress we discussed, there's one final skill that separates the truly powerful from the perpetually abandoned. The art of dignified detachment. The ability to release people without hatred poisoning your heart. Seneca understood something most people never learn. Clinging creates suffering. Desperate grasping repels the very thing you're trying to hold. When someone shows you they don't value your presence, dignified detachment means you believe them the first time. No arguments, no pleading, no desperate attempts to convince them of your worth. You simply acknowledge the reality and adjust your energy accordingly. This isn't coldness. It's wisdom. Dignified detachment means maintaining your standards without compromise, even when it means walking away from people you care about. Your standards aren't negotiable. They're the foundation of your self-respect. When you compromise who you are to keep someone around, you lose both yourself and eventually them anyway. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk away first, before they do. This isn't about pride or ego. It's about recognizing when your energy is being wasted on someone who doesn't appreciate it. Seneca taught that the truly free person is one who can love without attachment, care without clinging. When you master dignified detachment, you become magnetic. People sense your inner freedom. They realize that being in your life is a privilege, not a guarantee. And privileges must be earned. Now comes the ultimate transformation. Building on everything we've covered, you must become someone worth fighting for. Seneca understood this truth. The people who stay aren't drawn to your need. They're magnetized by your strength. Self-mastery creates an invisible force field. When you control your reactions, people feel safe in your presence. You become predictable in your stability, unpredictable in your growth. This combination is intoxicating. When you stop chasing validation, you start emanating something far more powerful. Authentic confidence. Your conversations change. Instead of seeking approval, you offer genuine interest. People feel heard, not used. You develop what Seneca called gravitas. A weight of character that makes people lean in, not walk away. Your boundaries become magnetic, rather than defensive. People respect what they cannot easily penetrate. You stop being available to everyone and become precious to the right people. Scarcity creates value. Your emotional reactions become measured. In a world of chaos, your calm becomes a sanctuary others crave. You invest in yourself relentlessly. your growth becomes visible. People want to be part of an ascending story. Seneca's final lesson: attract your tribe by becoming someone you yourself would never want to leave. The people who leave weren't meant to witness your empire. The ones who stay will help you build it. Stop being someone people can leave. Start being someone they fight to keep. Your transformation begins now. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button, and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom.